Hey guys, this is Awesome John 22 coming to you today with another review. Today we are beginning our look at the TMNT 2012 cartoon Turtles figures. We'll be doing that all week leading up to the great big crossover versus review where we pit the 4 cartoon Turtles against their 4 movie counterparts to decide which line is better and better represents Turtles. But first we're going to get started the same place we got started with the movie figures, with Donatello here and his impressive bow staff, a much more traditional bow staff than the extending mechanical one that we saw on his movie counterpart. The bow staff being my all-time favorite weapon, that and its Western counterpart, the quarterstaff. I am pretty partial to this guy's weapon, though I mentioned before Donatello is not my favorite character on the show. Though I do like him a lot in this cartoon. He has a lot more character to him than he used to. Bringing this figure up close, and provided that my camera actually focuses, you can see he can hold his staff very well in both hands. He does have whited out eyes, though considering that's actually something that happens during fight segments in the series, it doesn't look at all out of place. Great texturing on the wraps on his arms. They actually look like fabric. You can see molding of stitches in his harness, and even a gold buckle, and a great color purple for his bandana. A nice color green. Coming around the back, we can see he does have a holster for his bow staff, and there's more stitching. And this is the, I believe they're called battle shell turtles, where their shells open up and they have more weapons inside. So I'm going to pop this guy open, and for whatever reason on my figure, whether it's a quality control issue or what, my Donnie figure does not want to open his shell, so it takes quite a bit of force. And inside here you can see a 3-part staff that is woefully undersized, as well as some throwing blades that look like little saws. Very cool. I will freely admit that his are my least favorite weapons out of the additional weapons, but considering that the new 2012 cartoon is the first time that the Turtles really used any weapons consistently other than their signature weapons, I really welcome that being there rather. And I really welcome these figures in general, because aside from the hinge here, they are so much more accurate to the on-screen counterparts than the original release from this line of the characters. Just take a look at them in store and you will see exactly what I mean. He has brown elbow pads and brown knee pads and more very nicely textured fabric wraps on his feet. Overall, a very accurate looking figure. But I do have one problem with the figures in this line, just kind of in general, and that is that, and this is also kind of true to the actual on-screen appearance, they're just not very detailed. There's some good sculpting of muscles and a good sculpting on the shell of its segments, and good sculpting on the wraps, and good sculpting on the faces, and good sculpting on his expression there with his little missing tooth and everything. But there's just not a whole lot of detail on these guys. I kind of wish there were. And I kind of wish there was more paint on the weapons. As you can see, he does have wrappings midway through his weapon, but it is not painted. Where if it had been this kind of off-white color, I think it really would have helped make the weapon just pop overall. Still a cool looking figure. The tallest of the TMNT 2012 movie figures, at least the Turtles anyway. Not sure about the others because I only ever bought the Turtles. In terms of articulation, it is pretty much exactly like the movie figures, which we've already looked at. He cannot move in and out at the waist, but he can do that. And he bends at the knee almost 90 degrees. Disconnecting his bow from that hand there, you can see he rotates just below the elbow, at the elbow, about 90 degrees, in and out at the shoulder, and a full 360 hindered by his shell, and he can rotate at the wrist, something that his movie counterpart cannot do, making him already a bit superior. And of course his head can do a full 360 degree rotation. I mentioned that Donnie is one of the taller figures in this line, the tallest of the turtles, in fact. So to show that off, here he is with one of his wave mates, the Battle Shell Michelangelo, the more accurate Michelangelo figure. You can see Michelangelo is almost a full head shorter than Donatello. And here he is with his movie counterpart, and you can see movie Donatello is in fact just a bit taller than cartoon Donatello. So he kind of sits right in the middle of these three figures. And he's not really a particularly big figure. He's just, you know, tall compared to the other figures in his line. Overall, though, I think he is a really nice size and looks really, really good compared to his line mates. Already we can see that the 2012 TMNT cartoon figures actually have a couple of things up on their movie counterparts, including weapon storage and wrist articulation, as well as additional weaponry. While I like both lines, I think both lines do things better than the other, which is going to make our versus review very, very interesting at the end of the week. Overall, though, I think Donatello here is a fantastic figure, almost completely on model if you enjoy the 2012 series at all, and if you don't, what is wrong with you? I would recommend picking this guy up immediately in this form, I believe the Battle Shell line, which you will be able to tell them apart from other figures because they have a plastic window in the back of their figure card, which shows the open shell and the additional weapons stored within. So pretty easy to tell them apart and pick out the correct one. But anyway, great figure. I absolutely recommend it. But yeah, guys, that's really pretty much it for this review. A pretty short review, actually. If you liked the review, and I hope you did, please like and subscribe and leave a comment down below if you feel so inclined. In the description down below, you will find a link to my blog, my Twitter, and my collections video. Check out that collections video, and if you see anything that you'd like me to review, let me know and I will see what I can do. This has been Awesome John 22, and I will talk to you guys later.